What's good, friends and family? Mr. Flip Flop here. Wednesday night raw. I hope you're ready. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Paradise Life. I'm gonna let a couple more people get up in here. Listen, great show tonight. Gonna be dope. Hit that like button when you walk through the door. I gotta make an announcement though. I told you guys I got an important announcement regarding Memorial Weekend. So let's get to it. Let me shout to my peoples. A Roma Queens in the building. George Jojo, Miguel Torres. If you're not a member, hit that join button, become a member of the channel. It's dope. Lots of perks and stuff with that. All right, so as we get more people up in the building, 1 second. So now, before we get started, I already got my first guest in the background. We're going to get him up on here. Shout out to the Peso Nez, Kyle, Zeke, Ray Starboy, my homies. Top, I apologize. So here we go. Memorial Weekend. The boat party, the Paradise Life boat party, has been changed from Sunday the 30th to Saturday the 29th at 2 p.m. I have exactly 20 spots left. After those 20 spots are gone, it's over. See you on Halloween. Now, the after party, because there's another boat party going on Sunday, but the after party for Saturday and Sunday will be at 38 and 39, mainly 39. Shout out to my boy Milton, 39th Street. As you guys know, Flip Flop is there on 38th, but I will not be handling any of the after party joints. I put this all on Milton. Shout out to Milton, 39th Street. So the after party will be at 39th Street, Milton. I would say 38, so you know Flip Flop and 39th Street. But it will be hosted by Milton at 39th Street, the after party on Saturday the 29th and Sunday the 30th. So the Paradise Life boat party is moved to Saturday the 29th. If you haven't bought your ticket, book your ticket now, because once it's booked, it's done. We're moving forward to Halloween. Also, thank you, everybody. I got 22 Chicken Shack shirts reserved. 22 Chicken Shack shirts reserved. Thank you, Fat Boy. Tonight, we got a great show. Before I bring this guest on, my homie, today, we are doing a soft opening of the Paradise Life Forum. The first 25 people to email me when the show is over, I'm going to post the email when the show is over. The first 25 will be the first 25 into the Paradise Life Forum. You can get in there, get yourself settled. If you do not make it, do not worry. Do not worry. I will be opening it up next week for everybody to come in the forum. But I'm only doing a soft opening of the Paradise Life Forum tonight, the first 25 people to email me. So let's get started. Shout to Anita Smith, Young Jay, what up? Hector Lopez in the building, what's good? My brother Reggie BX, Pinnacle, Young Philly, what up? So let me bring my boy in here right now. Shout to the round of applause for the homie. International Zoe, what up, baby?
What's good, Flip?
What's going on with you, bro? So tonight, guys, if you don't know, we're talking about relationships with foreign women. And I said, who better than to talk about this than my man Zoe? We got one more guest coming on later when he decides to join us. But I was like, you know what? Zoe's worldwide. Like, I'm gonna blow you up, Zoe. I said it before, but I'm gonna blow you up. So we did a video, right? So I knew Zoe, like I've seen Zoe's videos. I didn't know how popular he was on YouTube and all that. So I watched it, but we did an interview at my spot. I think I told you like 2 months later, someone hit me like, yo, son, you know Zoe? I'm like, yeah, I know Zoe. What up? Like, yo, Zoe was like that dude. They telling me all about Zoe, and I'm like, damn, I thought I was popular like Zoe. Zoe that dude out there. Shout out to Zoe, man. Zoe, appreciate you. So, real talk, I'm sure everybody knows you, but if they don't, tell them who you are, brother.
International Zoe, Barber World TV, entrepreneur, owner Levels Barbershop in New York. Got 6 locations. One went down because of the pandemic, but I'm still in there.
Sorry,
I'm a content creator, a hobby turned into a semi-job. I travel around with my perspective as a barber, just doing my thing.
I hear you.
travel.
Yes. And I did bump into Zoe when I was out in Colombia. Definitely some good conversation indeed. Hey, Zoe, what are you drinking right now?
Jack and Coke, a little Jack and Coke.
Well, I don't know if you know, but I hate all alcohol with Coca-Cola. That's just me. So Zoe, tell her I hate Coca-Cola does not go with alcohol in my opinion. But anyway, Zoe, tell the people all the countries you travel to before we get into this conversation we about to have.
It'd be hard, but I could say my favorites.
Yeah, your favorites.
Well, you know my favorites. Thailand, Philippines, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Brazil.
I gotta get there. Definitely gotta get there.
Costa Rica, Panama, St. Thomas, and Jamaica and all those type of joints. Been to Japan. A few, probably about 25, I think. Yeah.
That's what's up. So tonight's convo was about relationship with foreign women. I don't want to put your business out there, but how do you feel? Have you been in actual relationships with foreign women? I don't know for a fact if you have or not, but have you?
Not really. I haven't stayed.
We're gonna kick you off the panel right now.
Yeah. I haven't stayed anywhere long enough to really have a relationship. You know what I mean? But I have had some relationships with girls. Well, I don't call them a relationship like that, but it's some girls that I've been seeing, like I rocks with every time I come to a certain country. Okay,
so in your opinion, because you travel way more than I have. In your opinion, where have you had the best experiences? And I don't care what the experience those are, but experiences. In what country do you feel you've had the best experiences with foreign women?
So far, Colombia and Brazil.
Let's do out the window on that one, boy. I gotta get to Brazil this year. Hopefully I'll be there this year. Knock on wood.
I really like Brazil. I like the women's style. I like the way they take care, man. I like, I really feel comfortable in Brazil. Colombia is good too. It's a good second. And if I have been to Thailand more than once, I think I would have definitely, and the funny thing is I only been to Thailand and Philippines once, but I definitely had some girls that had stayed in contact with me since then. Always checking in on me, seeing how I'm doing. So I know if I would have been there a few more times, I could have had, a little something there too.
Now for me, I've been to Jamaica, Colombia, DR, obviously Dominican Republic. Now I'm gonna give my cons on dealing with. I'm gonna take Dominican Republic. I'm gonna take Dominican Republic to the forefront. I'm gonna give my cons on dealing with Dominican women. And no offense to my Dominican ladies, I know we got a few watching. Right. My biggest thing with dealing with Dominican women is the jealousy. Like,
yes,
we may think women in the States are jealous, bro. If you don't answer your text message in 3.2 seconds, you are with another bro. I'm now. Yeah. You can respond to that if you like before I go on.
Dominican women are super jealous,
bro. I was literally told I was with another woman because I was taking a nap, and I don't sleep. So it is kind of rare I take a nap, but I was literally taking a nap. I had to take a pill to take a nap. And I looked over, my phone was going crazy. Oh, you with her? Oh, you over there with her? I was like, what? Like, I just got up. Like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? I think Dominican women jealousy goes above and beyond because I've literally been accused of doing things. It's weird if I was doing something, I'd be like, all right, whatever. Then, kind of being a man, you kind of be like, yeah, all right, whatever. But when I'm literally sitting doing absolutely nothing and being accused, I'd be like, but I'm texting Zoe right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who you on the phone with? I'm like, but I was just texting Zoe asking him, could he be on the show tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know it's that bitch. I'm like, it's Zoe picture on the phone. I mean, look, they go, That's not so. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I could put you on the phone, they'll be like, that bitch put her voice deep. Like y'all be thinking it's black women, but it be them Latinos that be serious with the jealousy for real.
Oh, yeah. My ex-wife is Puerto Rican.
Go ahead.
I said my ex-wife is Puerto Rican, so I know firsthand.
Oh, I dealt with Puerto Ricans in the States. Oh my God. I almost got cut by Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but it's surprising, especially like how you gonna be jealous in Sasua?
That's a whole nother show.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about real relationships right now. That's a whole nother.
I know, but
so that's the other show.
No, but the climate in here in this area is crazy.
Facts.
You know,
facts.
So,
well, you know what it is. Women are gonna be women. You know what I'm saying? How can I put it? It's what's mine's is mine's type mentality. If you know what I mean.
Right.
Like, okay, I do that. Like, all right, if we're gonna talk about Sasua, I used to deal with this chick. She was outside. We knew what it was. That was our relationship. She goes, "This is what I do, but you my boyfriend." I was like, "What?" She goes, "No, this is work. You my boyfriend." And I was like, "You don't get the hell up out of here." But she was dead serious.
Right.
And she literally wanted to fight me because I was like, "Wait a minute, you over there. No. You can't do nothing. Go home. You gotta go home." I'm like, but she was real with it. She was like, "I love you, but this is work." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't know. That's not gonna work. That's not work for me." Like, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but it ain't work for me. So when it comes to that, it's like they still women though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's, you gotta treat them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? They still women, treat them accordingly.
How do you deal now? I'm talking about Dominican Republic. I don't have much experience in the relationship level with Colombians. My experience out there is more hanging out, partying, whatever. Do you feel there's another culture when it comes to with your experience that's as jealous as Dominican women or more compared to what I'm talking about?
Colombian women are not even close to being jealous like Dominican women. Colombian women are super cool. They know that there are a lot of beautiful Colombian women. I even had a Colombian woman tell me that she was dating a guy, an American, and he was being hard on her, and she found out he was cheating. And she said, "I would have let him have his side girls because I know how men are, but it's just that he was always on top of me, degrading me. So when I found out, I broke up with him." So in general, to me, from my experience, Colombian women are not jealous, or they're nowhere near as jealous as Dominican women.
I can agree with that. What about Brazilian? Have you experienced it there?
Yeah, they're very jealous too. They are very jealous as well.
Like I said, I don't know Brazil yet. Haven't been there. Missed a lot during this heyday, but I told you this year I got to get there. I'm already working on it. Now besides the jealousy part, and your experience with foreign women, that's what this show is really about. Foreign relationship with foreign women. We know we have what we call the simp and all that, and I'm gonna get into that on the next question.
Right.
What do you feel in your travels? Because you're well traveled, brother. In your travels, is the biggest downfall when men go to these foreign countries and go a little crazy for these women? What do you feel is the reasoning behind it? I'm gonna give my reasoning, but what do you feel is the reasoning that a lot of guys lose their head when it comes to these women?
Because they're beautiful. That's number one. And the guys are human, and you can front all you want, but you're gonna catch feelings for somebody, right? So, and it depends on the quality of the person. If that person has other intentions, you have to call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you met that person and they were a working girl, don't ever forget that. If you meet Now, it's different if you meet a girl and she's not a working girl, then you can have a different type of relationship. And not to say that you can't have a relationship with a working girl, it's up to you, because there's a few times that girls were so beautiful and fine, my cape started growing, but I had to keep cutting it off. I'm a barber. I felt the cape growing, and I had to take my clippers and cut it off. You know what I'm saying?
At least you're honest. At least you're honest.
Yeah, because I mean, you're human, and these women are beautiful. You know, you feel like, you know, you'd be like, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? You'd be wondering, why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? So, and I had a girl that I dealt with for a while in Colombia. I'm gonna give you an example, right? She was a working girl, and I was there, and I was trying to reach out and hang out with her because we super cool. And her Instagram was down, and she like blocked me on WhatsApp. So by the time I'm leaving, she contacts me, and I'm like, "Yo, what happened?" You know, and she was like, "I had a boyfriend. We just broke up. He made me block you. He made me take down my Instagram." Now, he was with her, and he knew what it was, but he decided to make her his girlfriend. But he was kind of, you know, the man out there, a little something, something. He had some bread. And he was, you know, he do parties and stuff like that. And I guess too many times he was doing events and people was there like, yo, I slept with her. You know what I mean? And eventually he couldn't take it anymore and he broke up with her. You know what I'm saying? And he used to like blame her for it. And I was like, well, she told him from the gate what she used to do. You know what I mean? So that's the other pitfall of it. If you fall in love with a working girl and you decide to date her, you got to have tough skin, because it may come a time where dudes say like, yo, I smashed that. We all smashed that, you know, whatever it is.
And I've actually been in that situation, so I can attest to that. But see, I'm a little different. You know, I always say the hearts of men are very weak. I don't feel love like another man would feel love. My feelings are a little bit different. And I dealt with a chick that was on the block. And here's the wild part with her. That's how we met, through a mutual friend. And I didn't know what she was doing when we met through a mutual friend, but kind of find out we spoke years prior. I actually bought her a bottle for her birthday, but I didn't remember her. Right. So I go, yo, she's with some girls that don't like me. I'm like, what's up with that? And they go, yo, she got a problem with you, but this one want to talk to you. She pulls up and is like, hey, I want to rock with you. I was like, instead, you know, I don't know what was going on because I just met her.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, we rocking out. She told me what she does. She said, this is what I do. But when I'm with you, I'm with you. And I'm like, cool. Like, I'm good with that because no strings, and there's no, you can never come to me and talk about what I'm doing because this is what you do. At least you're honest with it. Right. So later on, she was like, listen, I want to be with you. And we got really close. And I was like, listen, I can't be with no girl that do that. That ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, listen, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to get a job. I was still like, For those that know the story, it was kind of like we was Jay-Z and Beyonce out there back in the day. She was helping my parties and events and stuff. But we was never really together. It was just one of them things where we rocked out. But dudes was still seeing her, sending her money. And like you said, dudes would be behind, thinking they thought they was behind my back talking about me, but we be going to eat lobster dinners on their dime, like not realizing me and her were more friends than anything. You know what I'm saying? And she liked the fact that we could hang out, she can go do her, and I wouldn't say a mother effing thing because we were just homies at the end of the day. But see, when dudes saw that they couldn't hurt my feelings and was like, oh, the Greg don't really care because that's just, at one point, honestly, she was bringing so many girls to rock with me that I didn't have to even do nothing. Like we had that type of relationship. Right. So at one point, real dudes realized it didn't phase me. I think a lot of dudes thought it would phase me. You know, they got that, I'm gonna smash this chick. I'm gonna smash this chick. But when they realized it didn't phase me, and then me and her be eating lobster dinner on they dime, and I'm like, thanks, bro, peace. Like, you know, I knew dudes were like, oh, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we had that type of friendship and relationship. But I will say this. In retrospect, if my heart had been in it previously to me and her having that understanding, I don't know. Like, I don't know how it would. When I look back at it, I was like, what if I fell for her before I knew what it was? You know what I'm saying? Because we had that type of relationship. But could I have handled it? Now, me right now in 2021 going to say, hell yeah, F that. You know what I'm saying? But in hindsight, I don't know if I would have fell for her and then found out what she did, would I be able to handle it well? You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying with that. A lot of guys will fall for somebody, not know what they are. But here's my thing, Zoe, and you can, it's Wednesday Night Road. We can say whatever we want here.
Right.
If I have a business situation with you from the jump, I don't think it could ever be anything more than that. And that's my feelings. I don't know if you feel differently. Like you said, I may grow a little cape in the back of my neck. Remember that little ponytail thing we used to have? I used to have one. Grow a little cape in the back. But I'm gonna be like, Zoe, hurry up, get over here, shave it off. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it really is. And that's my view on that. I don't know how you feel about it. Like, you said little cape grows, but at the same time, you got to be logical.
Well, you seem to be like me, right? Like, I'm a nice guy, but it take a lot to take me over the top. You know what I'm saying? So I could like a chick, but it's going to take a hell of a lot for me to fall in love with a chick. Like, I'm not, you seem like me, like I'm not really that type of dude. I'm more the type of dude that the girls fall in love with me and I'd be like, I'm cool. I like you. You feel me? So now,
I like when you a guy
like, right. When you a guy like that, when you do fall in love with a chick, what do you do then? Because you usually don't fall in love with nobody, right? So if you was to fall in love with a chick, that's kind of going to be hard for you. You feel me?
That's a real question, though. And here's the wild part. I'm in a similar what you're talking about, but this chick is not that way. But at the same time, like you said, you've gone so long feeling a particular way. What do you do when you feel that way?
Right.
My biggest thing is I like a challenge. Yes, now most foreign women, and correct me if I'm wrong, most foreign women are a little bit submissive. Especially when they have a real man in front of them. They like masculinity. Like Dominicans, they love masculinity. Colombians, I see the same thing. I'm not sure about Brazilians, but I can kind of peep. They're the same way. It's about masculinity. So I carry myself a certain way with women like that. But for me,
and it's their culture.
It's the culture. True. I'm sorry. And it's the culture. For me, I like a little bit of a challenge. Yes, I want you submissive, but tell me to shut up once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Tell me no once in a while. You know what I'm saying? That actually turns me on because I don't want to. Yes. Because it gets boring. Right. Give me, and my cousin got mad at me for that because I was trying to explain to him. Give me someone who's gonna say whatever you want, baby, and then 2 hours later, man, if you don't shut the hell up, like you know what I'm saying, like leave me alone. Like I need that. I need that back and forth because if it's too easy, it becomes boring. I need a little bit of a pushback. I just want a little bit of a pushback. Give me some. Now, if a broad start being a little arrogant and cocky and all that, we don't have a little problem. But just a little bit of a pushback. You know what I'm saying? And what? Go ahead, Zoe.
I was gonna say, just give me a reason to respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I don't want to push over. And I've had pushovers before. That's cool. But give me, and my thing is, I guess I'm sort of an asshole. I push a lot. Like, no, Zoe, I push a whole lot. Like I'm a habitual line stepper, aka habitual pusher when it comes to everything in life. So for me, I'm gonna push you to your limits just to see how far I can go. And then when you blow your top, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, baby, my bad. Like I just playing because now I realize how far I can go with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I need that challenge. I want to know, okay, you can go here, but you can't go here. You know what I'm saying? We're good.
Right.
But in your, I know you're only 35 years old. So when you're 35 years, that's a private joke, y'all. Private joke. In your 35 years, out of the countries you visited, and like you say, you haven't been in serious relationships, but you have relationships. What would you say the country is your favorite to say a type of relationship you've had? What foreign countries would you say was the best experience with you?
Colombia and Brazil would be second. And I think if I've been to Brazil as many times I've been to Colombia, it probably would be Brazil. But
Colombia first.
Yeah, because like I met some really nice girls in Colombia that really felt your boy and was super cool. You know, I find maybe the way Colombia is now is maybe the way Dominican Republic used to be. But Colombia has been good to me for the last few years. You know, and maybe it was just one of the first girls I really connected with, kind of spoiled me. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But yeah, like if they like you, they know how to treat their man. And they don't have high testosterone. You feel me? They're feminine. They're feminine. They got a little testosterone here in the Dominican Republic too.
Agreed. I have to second that and third that. Agreed. And that kind of bothers me sometimes because I'll be like, y'all got like you gotta chill with that because it's annoying. Yeah. Like I said, that's what I bring back to. I want pushback. Right. I don't want too much pushback. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can still remain a lady in your divine femininity and be smart, be intelligent, challenging. You don't have to, you know, show masculine traits to challenge a man, you know, and that's what I think some of these other women got it twisted.
I have to agree with you on that one. Now, as we talk about foreign women, what would be? Oh, let me go back to my what we were talking about before, real quick. I'm sorry. In my opinion, what we were just talking about as far as guys going a little bit nuts over these women, I've started to notice a trend of not the anti-Black American women. Oh, I've seen that, but I kind of ignore that because some guys just have issues with Black American. I didn't myself, so I don't know. But I've seen that epithet of the anti-Black American women. Cool. But I started to notice there's a lot of men that just don't have experience with women. So when they get to another culture, or foreign land, the foreign women are more welcoming, more accepting. Now, I'm not talking about, I don't know for Brazil, but I'm not talking about if you go to the hills in Colombia or certain places in Colombia with no tourist star, or if you go around Dominican Republic with no tourist star. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy because you don't speak no Spanish. But in places like Sosúa, places like Medellin, places like Cartagena, people are more welcoming, so they'll take on the conversation with you, even if you don't speak Spanish.
Right.
And I think for a lot of guys that don't have that conversation with women on a normal basis, I'm sure you heard me say this, that Latin affection is a mother effer, because it is. A Latin affection can drive anybody crazy. It drives Latin men crazy. So on that note, I think that a lot of men get caught up because they've never experienced that type of attention and affection before. You understand what I'm saying? And Anita, yes, Dominican men are just as jealous, very jealous. That's why there's a lot of Dominican women that get murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. But I start to notice that a lot of guys do not get the attention. Okay, we work 9 to 5s, we struggle, we hustling, we doing what we're doing back in the States. And a lot of men there's no communication anymore in America from what I'm seeing. I haven't been to the States in X amount of years, so I don't know. But I noticed that those guys don't get the attention, the affection on a normal basis. So when they deal with these foreign women, whatever country it is, the biggest thing I hear is they cater to you. They do this, they do that, they do that. And I always go, yes, they do, but you never had an American woman do those things for you? Right. I have, but I always look at it like, why is this the only experience you've ever had with a woman catering to you and making the bed and cooking your food and washing it? I don't know. So you tell me. I mean, that's kind of the ideal I'm getting from a lot of men nowadays, that they haven't experienced what these women give them at all.
Well, they've changed the culture in America, and so maybe being an older guy, you've experienced that some. I mean, you know it from your mother and your aunts, so the culture has been changed to, I don't need no man and I'm an independent woman. You know what I'm saying? So the whole culture in America has changed for women subscribing to that. You know what I mean? Where if you go to these Latin countries, no, a man is supposed to pay for everything. The man is supposed to take care of the woman. So we flip back to the women that we might be dealing with in these other countries and be like, hold on, in America, we go Dutch. You know what I'm saying? In America, that's why I think people get called tricks and simps. But you got to realize in these countries, a man is expected to pay for things and take care of women and pay her rent like back in the days in America. Yeah. But America has changed the culture, and the women think totally differently in America. Whereas the women here, like, no, it's cool. Like, a Dominican woman be like, you get up there, make up the bed. I'll pull out my clothes to iron. No, I'll iron your clothes. They'll go to the supermarket. They'll cook you food. You know what I mean? So this still in their culture is not ruined, where it is ruined in America in a lot of instances. So brothers are yearning for that, and brothers are missing that. And when they go into these other countries and they see the glimpse of that, and they're like, damn, that's what I want. You know what I mean? But understand, you're expected to take care of that woman if you want those things. That's why with first thing girls, if you say anything about a girl working it or something like that, and she'll say, are you going to take care of me? You know what I'm saying? Because they like, because that's what you're supposed to do if you're my man. You know what I mean? So that used to be the culture of a generation before ours, where the woman stayed home, the man took care of the bills, the woman raised the kids, the woman cooked the food, and blah, blah, blah. And they changed that whole thing. They followed that whole, equality thing that the white woman fought for, and the black woman jumped on the bandwagon. But to me, the black woman never needed to do that, because we've always respected our woman. I mean, grandmoms and moms have run the family for years in certain instances. So it's not like we were a culture of disrespecting our women. We were not. You know what I mean? That was the white man disrespecting his woman, wouldn't let her vote, wouldn't let her do this, but they got everybody on that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Even Beyonce, was holding the flag, you know what I'm saying? But that's not really our fight, you know what I mean? But the black woman joined in.
And what's weird? And I'm gonna leave her name off the live because it's a good friend of mine. Another white lady I was talking to at the bar, I said this in another live a while back. She actually said what you just said on her version. She was like, I didn't want equality.
Right.
I didn't want to have to go to school and get a job. I wanted to stay home and raise the kids. And it was weird because some women were forced into it, white and black, but her being white, she was like, I didn't want this. The whole feminism, she's like, I didn't want, and speaking from a woman herself and a white woman herself, I looked at her and I was like, for real? She goes, I wanted to sit home. I don't have to compete with men for jobs. I wanted to sit home and take care of the house like I was raised to do. So I get what you're saying on that. And that makes actually perfect sense. Zoe, give me 1 second. Let me get into these comments real quick. We catch up on a couple people.
Okay.
And what's good, guys? I'm way behind on the comments. Can't get to all of you guys. I'm gonna get to some of you. Zoe, someone asked, have you ever been to Africa?
I've only been to Egypt, and I don't really consider that Black Africa. I haven't been to Black Africa. Now, I booked a flight to Tanzania, and it was through Emirates. You know what I mean? United Emirates. And what happened is I booked it through a third party. I was going to Tanzania, y'all, but they canceled my flight and said the third party company said they couldn't secure the seats. So, and I did it twice, and it happened to me twice. So when things don't work out like that, I just go with the flow. It's like maybe my ass is not supposed to be in Tanzania. Right. So that was my next place. So now that didn't work out, I'm going somewhere else. I'm not going to tell you to stay tuned, but it's someplace I've never been before.
All right, so you heard it there. Zoe about to go another place on the map. He just everywhere. Yeah. And yes, hold on. So my homie Travel Guard, shout out to the homie Travel Guards. It's different when the homie smash versus people you don't know. It does hit different. But I got stories of dudes that ended up with the chick that all the homies smashed. I don't want to talk about it because a couple of them good friends of mine. So I'll leave that alone. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. No matter Jay Smooth, the promoter, shout to you. No matter where these females are from, they're gonna spot a man that's not experienced. I agree with that. I can honestly tell you, I've seen it even in America. I've seen it where a chick can kind of tell you're just not it. Like you just ain't got it. You don't know how to talk to nobody. You know, they can kind of people from a mile away.
You ain't used to having baddies.
Exactly. All right, so shout to the chat, shout to everybody. Appreciate all y'all. Hit those links in there. So back to the conversation. So as I said, if I don't shout y'all, I apologize. I'm trying to get to all the comments. But yeah, so now back to that comment because it touches home with me. Because I actually know some dudes that the homies had they wifey before they got them, and they got them. How would you feel about that? I know me. Now I'm gonna tell you my personal. Mm-hmm. I don't lie about nothing. Now, my ex-wife was with two dudes I knew from high school, but I didn't know my ex-wife. I knew these two dudes. I went to school with them. I had no idea who my ex-wife was at the time, so that does not faze me one bit because I met her later on in life.
Right.
That don't bother me because they wasn't even my homies. I just knew them and we went to school together. And when me and her linked up, she told me, "Hey, you know my two exes, blah blah blah, da da da." I said, "Hey, I guess that's how you was raised. Not my problem." I mean, yeah, I use that line a lot. I guess that's how you was raised. But
I like that.
I'm very disrespectful. Then one of my kids' mothers, a good friend of mine, messed with her before I met her, but I didn't know her. Right. So he actually was nervous and hit me up like, bro, I gotta tell you something. I don't want no beef with you. I was like, well, fam, when was this? He was like, 2 years ago. I met her a year ago. Like, okay, it's no problem. But how would you deal knowing how would you deal with a situation where it's like the homie smashed and now she trying like you either with her or she trying to be with you or vice versa, however it works. How would you deal with that? I couldn't deal with it.
Let me give you an example. That never happened to me. I never had to make that call, but I won't even smash a working girl if my man smashed them.
Thank you. Oh my God.
It's like when dudes be like, "Oh, let me get the number right after me." I'm laughing because it's like it's too many girls out here for you to do that. You know what I mean? So if I won't do that on that level, I won't do it on the next level.
Thank you.
That's my answer.
Hold on, Zoe. Hold on. You just made me have to pull out the horn. I 100% agree with that. When dudes be like, "Yo, bag me the number," I be like, "Okay." And when dudes look at me, I be like, "I don't want her." Like there's broads. Let me tell you something. There's broads that I've literally been like, "Oh my God, she's oh yes," and then someone will be like, "Yeah, man." I'll be like, "All right, so that dream is over." We just ended it whole. Thank you. We ended the whole situation because I know I'm not first, but I don't want to be 21st. You know what I'm saying?
Not the homies. I mean, people you don't know is I don't know them, but not the homies. Like
Exactly.
it's just not worth it, man. It's no way I could be that thirsty.
I'm not even, dude. My thing is this. One of my friends told to me, I was like, I don't want your chick because I think I could do better than you. My arrogance is gonna say, yeah, she's not. Oh, she bad. I'll go get something better because that's just me. I don't want what you have. And then I had a situation where we were sitting down one day, and the dude's with this chick, and he's hugging on her, kissing her, hugging on her, kissing on her. I felt so bad. And the homie rolls up with his phone. Hey, that shorty right there? And he's busting it down. Like he's taking her to Pound Town. And I'm like, and I just feel bad because these are the homies, but the one dude's hugging and kissing, the other dude's like, oh yeah, I used to hit that. And I'm like, come on, bro, chill. This is, you ain't gotta be like that. But dudes will do that.
I hate when dudes will do that. Like I don't go up to a girl if she with another dude and kiss her on the cheek, and if she say hi, I say hi from a distance. Like I don't have to like push out my chest and say, I've had a girl on my live and dudes will say something stupid like, oh, I was with that last week. Like, why are you putting her business and your business in the street? You know what I mean? Like, that's between you and her. I really don't care. And you didn't have to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to put that in the comments with everybody else's comments, so what are you trying to prove? So, but I wasn't raised like that.
Exactly. Shout out to my homie 29. So he goes, what's the difference? If his homie smash after you unless you caught feelings? 29, my homie, it's not about that for me. It's about I don't need to go after the homies because there's so many more. Now, I'm not knocking those who do. I have no knock on those who do. Right. If you've ever sat and talked to me, it's personal. I can do better. Right. I can find better. Let me break something down to y'all. And no disrespect to nobody. It'll be 14 years I've been coming to Sasua. I think next week, 2 weeks. There's not too many women that you've talked to that flip-flop ain't gave chicken to. Does it make sense? So for me, I kind of be like,
have it fried in the shack.
Hey, fried in the shack. There you go. I'll be quiet when dudes be like, yo, you know her? I'll be like, oh, she cool. There's a bunch of dudes right now mad at me when I just said that. She cool. I'm not telling you my business. You just met her. I knew her however long, and what we had done, we done. Everything after that, I'm cool with. So when dudes be like, listen, I know dudes be sending pictures and posting in groups and impressing each other. And I said this before and people got mad at me, I'm gonna say it again. If you met me and you don't know I get bad chicks, then you met somebody else. I've been good my whole life. I'm gonna still be good. So my thing is, I just sit back and I don't say, oh yeah, I had that. Yeah, I had that. I don't gotta do that because I just do me. And like you said, so I don't gotta tell everybody.
Right. Assume the obvious.
Look how she looks at the menu when she comes in the shack. Like if she looks at the menu like, oh, I'm ready to order, or she goes, is he looking over here? Like, look at her when she looks at the menu. But I don't need to say that because believe it or not, there's broads I probably rocked with years ago that we on some high and by-ish. It was good. We had a good time. Cool. I've moved on. They moved on. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care about the home. Like, if you want to smash the chick your homie smash, that's cool. I don't got no issues. I'm talking about me personally. I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do it.
I think since we were 16, like I got two things. Lying on your dick after 13 years old is mad lame. Running trains after 16 years old or 18 years old is kind of lame too, especially in another country. I think it's kind of like, all right, B, we've done this. Like that's when we just cut school.
Yo, but let me tell you, some dudes is kinky. Some dudes is
That's
kinky.
cool.
And that's how they move. I know, but
that's cool.
Some dudes is kinky and that's how they move. And I'll be like, that ain't me, homie.
Hey Zoe, I apologize. You know, I know you from uptown. I'm from Queens. I'm like, I apologize. I just can't move like that. I do. Now, when I was 16 at the cut parties and all that, oh, let it fly. Let's do what it do. As I got older, I was like, this feel kind of icky. Like, why am I in the room with everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Kind of pause. It's kind of pause.
Yeah, like, and I don't even use the word, but pause, please. Like, slow down, time out, y'all. Can I get a 20? Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, I agree with you on that. We can definitely agree with you on that. What would you add as far as what you've seen and what you experience when it comes to relationships or just dealing with foreign women, period? What would you add as far as the positive and the negative? And it doesn't matter the country, just in your experience.
I think the positive is that you get to experience a woman from a different culture, and she gets to experience you, because Black American is exotic out there in the world. You got people around the whole world look to us, the creators of what is currently the pop culture. Even though you have the representatives, the rappers, the athletes, the actors, those are the representative, but their whole swag and the whole thing comes from the culture, their neighborhood. So when we go out into the world and travel, they look at us as I guess the realization of that pop culture, because we'll go out in the world and have a New York hat on, a Yankee hat on, fitted. We're gonna have on the J's. We're gonna have on the attire and the swag and the lingo that they've been watching in their country that influences everything, because that influences reggaeton, that influences Brazilian funk, that influences all the music that you see all the reggaeton artists and dembo, whatever you want to call it, using auto tunes. That comes there, the way they even lay out their rhymes and singing, that all comes from American hip hop culture. And people know that, you know what I mean? So when they see us in those countries, they get a chance to experience that. And I know a lot of guys just try to hate and be like, oh, they just want your money, just want your money. I've talked to enough girls to know that they was like, nah, they like Black American men, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Real. A lot of women across the globe like Black American men. They're attracted to that. So they get to experience you get to experience them, their femininity, their layback, their culture, their language, their food. And it's just beautiful for people to explore, check out these other countries, check out these cultures, and definitely check out the women.
And the food. Check out the food. He left that part out. Check out the food. Yeah. I mean, that part I got. Shout to Mundo. He actually agreed with it. He said you nailed it, and I gotta agree. I think people don't realize the effect, and I'm not being racial here, but the effect that the Black American has on the world.
Yeah,
everything. The Dominican Republic has pretty much adopted our culture. When I tell people, they go. Someone said they don't like black people. I said everything they do is black, from the music to everything. I've been in clubs where I asked for a hip hop song to get played, and they knew the words more than I knew the words. You know what I'm saying? Because we're blended in with the culture. Colombia, the music, so depending where you go. But certain clubs, we were playing hip hop, and they were singing right along with. They knew the song, they knew music. So right. we are. Listen, I can go back to shows in Germany and Russia where dudes are performing, and not one person spoke English, but they knew every word of the song. You know what I'm saying? The only English they knew was the song, and that's real.
because American culture alone is global and influenced the world for so long. It's not going to last forever. It's just like New York influenced American culture, hip hop, all of that. It didn't last forever. Other people came and took a piece of the pie. You had the West Coast. You had Atlanta's holding it. You had the Midwest. Yeah, we're not going to hold it forever. But right now, America is holding the torch of the cultures. We're not going to hold it forever. And the leading culture builder is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it went from hip hop became mainstream pop culture. You can't see even Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake and all that, Britney Spears, they went and started making black music. They got black producers and black writers and started making black music. You know what I'm saying? Even down to, what's the girl in that group? She had the song with Beanie Man and with Eve. What's her name? The white girl that was in
Black Eyed Peas. She gonna Black Eyed Peas?
No, not her. She was in another group. What's her name? I can't remember her name. But what I'm saying, all that to say is that hip hop culture influenced music totally, and it probably started with Run DMC doing Walk This Way and just kept going this way. You know what I mean? So the biggest music genre in America is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People could argue it, but I think it's the most influential music over the last.
Someone said Gwen Stefani.
Yes, that's Gwen Stefani.
Shout to Taylor the Troll.
In that group. She was in that group, total different group. And then when she broke loose, she started making music with black artists. You know what I'm saying? She started collaborating with all these black artists. Mariah Carey, who was straddling the fence, ended up start her best album, Jermaine Dupri produced. You feel me? So that's what's going on globally. So when we travel, we have that. They see that. They see that strut. They see that lingo. They see that. You know what I'm saying? It's influential. You said the bad.
I definitely. The bad. Yeah. What's the bad?
The bad part is that most of the time you ain't gonna stay that long, so you can't really build nothing. They ain't gonna take you that serious because you're not staying that long. There's a communication barrier. Like me, my Spanish is terrible. My Portuguese is terrible. So and people, my subscribers be killing me. And I be trying, man. I got my Pimsleur, and they be killing me. Like, bad girls, you need to learn Spanish. And I be like, nigga, don't you think I'm fine? You know what I'm saying? So the bad thing now, I feel like I can't be my true self, because I feel like I'm losing some of my charm. I'm losing some of my humor. You know what I'm saying? All these things I can't translate in the relationship because I don't speak the language. You know what I mean? So that's some of the bad stuff to it too, so for me, that's some of the bad stuff. Cause I feel like y'all think I'm winning. If I spoke the language, I'll be winning. I know I'll be winning. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lucky I don't speak the language.
So you know what, Zoe, as you say that, I've always stressed to people to even try to learn some, because it makes a big difference. Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to say something that happened the other day. I don't dance that much. I got two left feet.
All right.
My mama white, and I tell people I can't dance.
Okay.
But what they don't know is back in the 80s, I used to break dance for real. I used to be in the street break dance. That was one of the many things I did.
Break dancing, you don't have to be on beat though.
Well, hold on.
That's why the Latinos killed breakdancing, because they didn't never have to be on beat.
I didn't want to throw them. I didn't want to throw them under the bus.
Electric boogie, you had to be on beat, but breakdancing, you didn't have to be on beat. And when they was up rocking, they used to be up rocking. They used to never be on beat.
I didn't want to throw them under the bus, bro. I was talking about me. But you're right. But I have a I do this like, let me give my little camera. I kind of be doing I do that a lot, do my little two-step, right? So everybody think I can't dance because I do the same thing because I really don't like to dance once in a while. Right. So I got tipsy the other night. I said, you know what, man? I'm nice with this bachata. I'm nice with it, or at least in my head, I think I am. Right. So mofo like, man, you better get up out of here. I'm like, let's go. All I know is everybody was like, wait, flip do bachata. Y'all better be lucky. Hey, you said they lucky you don't speak it. I speak it. But you better be lucky I don't like dancing. Right. Because I'm still everybody girl. Because I can dance. I just don't like to. Because I know when you dance, all eyes is on you, and I hate being watched. So I got a thing, like, even with this YouTube, I got a thing with like being watched. If you go back to my first video, you can see how nervous I am. And nobody's in the room but me. But it's like, I don't like being watched, so I don't dance. So I'm dancing, and everybody's like, oh, wait, he been holding back. Yes, I can dance. I don't want to dance. And you better be lucky I don't want to dance, because I will take your girl by the arm and
And they say never let a man dance with your girl, you know, especially not a dude that could dance.
Oh, a bachatero? Oh, forget about it.
No Latin music, no salsa, no merengue, none of that. They're like, you never let another dude dance with your wife or your girl.
Now here, they have a thing where you got to send a drink or beers to the table and then ask to dance. Hey, can I dance? You can decline, she can decline, but they got a thing where they got to buy drinks. So my first time ever happened, I was like, I didn't order this. Oh, no disrespect, but can I dance? Now, like I said, I don't like dancing, so I was like, go ahead, you know, dance, Right. And it's kind of a customary here where you have to buy. If I'm dancing with your girl or your sister or your aunt, whatever it is, I gotta buy something. So it's pretty dope because I'll drink and you can dance all damn night. But I'm telling you right now, if I didn't mind being stared at while I'm dancing,
right,
man, you wouldn't even want to go to the club with me. I'd be taking all the chicks. And I was laughing because one of my dudes was like, Greg, like, I thought you said you don't dance. No, he said, I thought you would say you don't know how to dance. I said, no, I don't like to dance. Right. I said, but I get my bachata on. Now my salsa is so. My bachata, forget about it.
I went to a salsa club with a guy that worked in my shop. He was a Cuban dude. And, you know, people say that Cali, Colombia is the capital of salsa. I don't know.
I hear.
I've been to Cuba twice, and I would argue it might be Cuba.
Okay. So Cuba might have.
Cali got the name and the recognition, but listen, all that to say, I watched this dude dance with almost every woman in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he could really dance, and girls would be lined up to dance with you if you can dance salsa and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Bro, my ex-fiance, her brother lived in Germany. We went to a resort in Puerto Plata. I was blown away how well he danced. And his German wife danced crazy too. He made her, they said they practiced 2 hours a day every day. So she was nice with it.
Right.
But when I say he was so nice, like you said, there was a line of women to dance with him. So eventually, to not make his wife jealous, he just grabbed his sister and said, come on, because I can't dance with no more women. My wife about to kill somebody. And he stole the show. They put him on the stage. And I was looking like, even me, I'm like this. Damn, this dude could dance. Like he say dancing machine. He a dancing machine. I was like, oh, so my robot, like he was killing it. And I'm looking like, if I dance like that, forget about it. But dancing is like, now I did hear about Cali. I also heard that about Barranquilla. As far as the salsa goes, I actually heard about Barranquilla as well, that they're big.
I went to a salsa club in Cali, and yeah, I was watching. I was amazed. But I'm gonna tell you, I was in a salsa club in Cuba, in Havana. I was more amazed.
Got you.
So yeah.
So it was dope. Okay. And here, I mean, I love going to the real Dominican dance clubs or the Tipicos because they get it in. You know, they get it in. I have to have a few in me. Like I said, I don't like people staring at me. I gotta get a few in me, but I get a few in me. Like I did the other night. Get your ass over. Let's get this bachata on. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's my only problem. Maybe it's the alcohol. Maybe it's the lack of alcohol. I'm gonna tell you why. I got about 8 minutes of bachata in me. If it goes past 8 minutes, I either got to go get another cup or I just got to stop. It's about 8 minutes.
Right.
Once it gets to 8 minutes, I'm like, okay, kiss on the cheek. I got to go. We done. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need to make a good impression, though.
Oh, 100%. But some should be wanting, let's go again. I'd be like, nah, I'm kind of like, it's over. I'm done.
Right. Yeah.
But so the dancing part, you don't dance. You don't. I dance. Well, I don't dance. I speak the language. You don't speak the language, and you don't dance. But you still be everywhere, Zoe.
Well, I don't dance salsa that well, but I can dance. I don't say I could dance good, so I can kind of fake it. Like I won't be on the floor totally lost because I got rhythm. So I could partially follow a woman dancing, So because I used to dance and I could catch the rhythm, I can fake it a little bit. But I even took one class when I was in Colombia, and it's different. It's definitely different, but I felt like if I practiced, I could get it.
I remember you were taking a class. You and Steph.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but I was a little bit Grey Goose, too much Grey Goose the night before.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
My life.
But now, for me, you gave your negative and positive. For me, I have to 100% agree with your positive about the black culture and such and such.
Right.
What I will say, there's two. I'm gonna give the word loyalty, but there's two ways to it. Okay, so some people say there's no loyalty. Some people say they're too loyal. Most people won't, but I'm gonna tell you why. Loyalty, when it comes to my experiences,
right,
is earned. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty cannot be bought. I think a lot of people have a misconception that loyalty can be bought because I'm taking care of this woman. I'm paying her bills. I'm paying her rent. I'm buying her food. Like you said earlier, you're expected to. The biggest word I hear all the time, and I never understood it till the last 5 years, you don't maintain me, or you need to maintain me. That's because, you need to make sure I'm good.
Expected.
But the loyalty factor comes like this. Any woman anywhere in the world will be loyal to you if they have a reason to be loyal to you, not just for money, not just for finances, not just for their lifestyle. You got to give them more of a reason. The finances is good, but you can be paying for the crib. Should be rocking down with Jose. You got to go back and see my story about Jose.
Right.
There's always a Jose around. So the loyalty part will exist if you give them a reason to be loyal. That's one. So some people say there's no loyalty, but let me find a reason to be loyal. Then I'll be loyal. Now, the other side of the coin, in my experiences, I'm talking about me, is you can have somebody too loyal. And that goes in with the jealousy, where all they want is you all the time. Remember MTV? MTV, music videos all the time, 24/7. They want you to be their MTV. They want you all the time, 24/7. They're too loyal to the point that they're obsessive. I've noticed that a lot in this culture. And then in both aspects, and especially with the obsessive part, there comes a word called indifferent. You can do a woman dirty 100 times. She'll be mad, she'll be hurt, she'll cry, she'll still be loyal to you. She may even go see Jose one night, feel like crap about it, come back, still love you. But as soon as you push her to the point of being indifferent, and shout out to my man Mark because he put this in my head, I saw it. When she becomes indifferent is when she's done. Now, that's the one negative I despise about foreign women, depending on where you're at, especially Dominican Republic. If they done with you, they done with you.
Right.
It's literally a switch.
Right.
See, I'm not talking about blocking you, then unblocking you and sending you a random text and deleting it saying, oh, my bad, I didn't mean that text for you. That means she's still yours. I'm talking about blocks you in every avenue, maybe moved so you can't find her, can't reach her mama, can't reach her Instagram, change her Facebook name. You have no way to reach her at all. Right. That's indifferent. No phone call, no text message, no nothing. Now, indifferent means I'm done. You cheated on me 113 times too many.
Right.
You hurt me 111 times too many. Seriously, like I've seen it. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's 111 times. We good with this. No, this time. This is the time now. Now, indifference becomes goodbye forever. Whether they have your kid, no matter what it is, they're done. Now, that's the one thing I don't like, and I didn't experience that in America, because if I have a relationship with you or have a kid with you, we'll work something out.
Right.
But I experienced it here where they're like, I'm going to take the last couple of years and just throw it out the window because you broke my heart for the last time. And like I said, it may be the 113th time, but this time is it. And they really mean it. Now, so I find that to be the negative part because it bothers me to lose contact with someone completely. I'll be like, damn.
You like me. What? You like me. You want to be friends forever no matter what happened.
Because I got you, baby.
We can always be friends.
Bro, I'll be mad because I'll be like, hello, where you at? Like, huh? This ain't your number. This is who number it is. Like, with the whole number change thing, I'll be like, oh, man. I don't know how to act. But that's my negative aspect in it. I think the more positive thing I've experienced in my experiences, I'm talking about me now, is the love, the affection.
Yeah.
It can be borderline obsessive, but it actually feels good sometimes to know that person cares. And they'll show you they care. You know, they'll go out of their way to say they care. They'll send you and I hate you. You are a piece of crap. You are the worst person in the world. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you in your face. And then when you see them, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like that. Yeah, we mad at each other. We mad, but the love is there. It's all good. It's all love. That part I like because it's real. You can tell it's real. It's affection. Or I want to kill you. You should die. You're a dog. And then you get a text message. Hey, what you doing? Are you hungry? Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's the good part of it. But overall, in my summary, as far as dealing with in relationship with someone I've dealt with, loyalty has been great. My experiences have been great. I tell guys all the time, I had a fiance, I messed it up. I had a great woman, I messed it up. I'm admitted, I was a complete idiot. I tore it up. I stomped on it. I ripped it up in half. I crushed it. I just messed it all up. That was definitely all me. But the negative, I think the positive outweighs the negative, in my opinion. And you can tell me if you how you feel about that. But my positive experiences were better than my negative experiences. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I noticed? the thing that Black American men need from women, the men in those countries take for granted. So when we meet that woman and get the thing that we've been lacking, and they've been with the men in their country who've been taking that attribute for granted, it makes a wonderful combination.
I can totally agree with that. And you know what? We're putting what is the word? We're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. It fits, right. And I ain't mean to do that. My bad. It fits. My bad. That was the first thing I could do. I thought about it. I didn't mean to do that, but it fits because they're my bad. They're giving something. We may be lacking something. We put the two pieces. I'll do it like this. We took the two pieces together. So yeah. Stop laughing.
Oh man.
Al, I'm trying to get to Rio, bro. I'm working on it. I already got the flight, but I gotta book it. I'm working on Rio, man. I'm trying to get to Rio the next couple of weeks. Right. But real quick, so before I let you go, I'm just gonna say something real quick before I let you go. I want to get your final thoughts, and I do a part called, I think, called Final Thoughts. I want that, right. But let me real quick before you go, guys. Memorial Weekend, the Paradise Life Boat Party has been moved to May 29th, Saturday, May 29th. And the after party will be at 38 and 39. I say 38 so you know Flip Flop and 39th Street, Milton on the beach. That'll be the after party. For you guys that are going to be part of the party on the 30th, we will have another after party at Milton's 39th Street on the beach as well. I moved the boat party, because the 30th is Mother's Day. It would have been a good look to have a party on Mother's Day for what we're doing. The party on the 30th, that's a good look for them because they got something else going on. So May 29th is the Paradise Life Boat Party in Sosua. May 29th, 2 p.m. I'm only got 20 spots left. If the spots is gone, we gone. You can wave at us from the beach while we sail away. Tonight, I'm going to put the email as soon as I'm done with this live. It's going to be the last message I put in here. The first 25 people to email me, and Zoe, I'm going to send you the link. The first 25 people to email me will be part of the soft opening of the Paradise Life Forum. It's a bunch of information worldwide. Zoe, I hope you put some content in it as well. But just a soft opening. Next week, I'm going to do a live opening for everybody. But I'm only going to add 25 people today. If you do not make it in time, do not worry about it. Next week, we're going live with the Paradise Life Forum. So stay tuned for that. I will drop the email and I'll send the links out. So Zoe, as we wrap it up tonight, first off, I appreciate you running with me. You know, you are like a legend out here in YouTube. You're a legend in New York. I thought I was a big deal until I got the phone call and I heard I wasn't that big a deal. Hey, so I told you, so I was like, wait, what? No disrespect, Zoe. No, I told you in Colombia. I said, I was like, I know the barber. Yeah, I know. He's the barber. He was like, you don't know who Zoe is? I was like, huh? Like, so I lied. It was like, yeah, Zoe. Yeah. And they were like, man, they ran a whole lot of stuff down to me. I was like, oh, that's that dude? He was like, yeah, man. I was like, oh, okay. All right. We talked about that. That's another story. But Zoe, I appreciate taking the time out to rock with me. Paradise Life fam, the Mr. Flip Flop channel. Can I get your final thoughts? Take however long you want to take to break down your future endeavors, future videos, as well as anything you want to say about relationships with foreign women. But talk about yourself for the moment if you like. Zoe, the floor is yours for as long as you want.
Thank you. Just want to say thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it, connecting with you. Good brother, you know what I'm saying? I met you out in Colombia. Then I met you here, and then I seen you in Colombia again. Always been a real dude, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch your content. You know, I told you before, you know, when you used to tell all your stories about your relationships, I found that like, wow, entertaining. You need to go back to that, man, because I used to watch that shit, and I used to laugh, you know, but you was being so real, so transparent. I found that super cool, you know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for having me on the show. It's my pleasure. Anybody who's been following the channel, watching the channel, I appreciate it. Guys come up to me and say, yo, I watch the channel. I like the channel. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all the members, the subscribers, the viewers. I started a Patreon. A couple people even jumped on the Patreon. I appreciate all of y'all. And, I'm always going to be doing my thing. Don't worry. It's what I do. I'm going to do what I do. If y'all enjoy it, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, hey, I'm going to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for having me on the show. And when you guys are traveling, man, I'll just say, man, enjoy yourself, man. Get your passport, go out there. And one thing I would like to say to brothers, man, y'all see my show and I do a lot of stuff, but I always try to keep it respectable. So I just want to say that to brothers that's getting ready to go out there and traveling. Be respectful of the people. Be respectful of their culture. You're in a different country. Don't go out there and be showing your ass, because I've seen a couple of us doing that. And y'all just going to put a black eye on the black travelers, man. Travel to these countries. Respect these people. Respect everything. The women. Just show them. Y'all never see me disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it cool. I try to keep everything positive. You know what I mean? I could be an asshole, but I do that on my own time. I don't do that on social media when I'm out in the public. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think y'all should take that in consideration. We all got that tendency, but just reel it back. You know what I'm saying? And don't be an asshole on social media. Save that for your living room in your house.
First off, I'm an asshole, but I got to agree with you on that one. But I do want to say one thing about what you said about social media, because this was something I experienced with you. So I was in the club one night, and someone said to me, yo, I know that girl. I know that girl. I know that girl. I'm like, she bad. All right.
Right.
And then my man was talking to her, blase, blah, blah, blah. So the next day I see you at the park, and the girl pops up. And so I go, oh, that's the girl. She had that beautiful brown complexion that I love. So it blew my mind. Okay. And you said, no. Then my man goes, that's the girl. Because now you're standing there. So he sees you. And he goes, that's the girl that did the video with Zoe. And I go, huh? So I start talking to you. And you like, yeah, we did the video. And then she sees you and she goes nuts. And I'm like, okay, somebody put me on what's going on here. Because first off, I'm loving her complexion, but I'm lost. Then I get, oh yeah, Zoe this, Zoe that, and I'm like, all right, you know what, guys? Give me a timeout. Let me go home and watch the video. I'll read this tomorrow because it was too much. It was too much. Remember that it was too much happening. And I told you, I said, I can't talk to you right now because there's too much going on right now. If there's one thing, man, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I love this dude more than he knows. Like we've had some conversations, and listen, he be running around so he be busy, I be busy. But our time at Columbia was dope because we had some dope even quick combos. We were just talking ish, but it was fun. Yeah. But I will say this, man, I appreciate you. You have no idea. Before I even heard all those crazy stories I heard, how much I respected you previously. But then even more, I was like, good Lord, this guy is like, oh my God. But so I thank you for coming out tonight, man. Anytime, any place, you already know I rock with you. I'm right. Al is in the chat talking ish to me because he knows I'm trying to get to Brazil. Hopefully June. Hopefully I got some people helping me out.
I'm going back in June. I'm trying to go back in.
Don't put the peer pressure on me, bro. Give me a second. I'm working on it. I got a lot going on right now. Let me get through Memorial Weekend, and then we'll try to put this back together, man. So Zoe, I appreciate you, brother. Real talk. Thank you very much. From me to you for coming out. You ain't have to rock on me, but thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it.
Of course, no problem, brother. I enjoy it, man. Building positively.
I'll see you around Sasua when I see you, man. Pull up on me when you can. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much, Zoe. You guys give it to Zoe a round of applause, man. That's the homie right there. Big bro came through showing love. Definitely appreciate you. So now it's time for what we call the flip side. So I got two parts to the flip side tonight. And like I said, you guys stay tuned. Hit that like button. subscribe, share, all that. I really appreciate Zoe for coming through. It's so dope. Zoe's on another level. Definitely came through, show love. But I have two sides to the flip side tonight. The first side, shout to Paradise Life. If you see, I ain't really gonna take my hat off tonight because I had to represent for the homies. Shout to my man KT, aka Cool KT, who pulled up on me early this morning before his flight and pulled my collar and gave me some words of encouragement and some words of guidance that most brothers wouldn't take the time to give you. Guys, I'm always honest with you. I'm always transparent. I'm always open. I'm always honest. I come from a background that most people won't survive, which is why Sunday service, I say, I'm a survivor. You a survivor. We are survivors. I'm not proud of everything I've done in my life. I'm not proud of everything I've been through. Someone posted on Facebook in a group one day, if you could do it at 20, what would you change? I responded, nothing. I went through hell and back, but I wouldn't change nothing because everything I went through made me who I am today, gave me this amazing life I live today, got me in touch with you guys, gave me this amazing paradise lifestyle that I live. It got me to this point. It made me a better person because I am a much better person today than I was. So no, I wouldn't change nothing in my life. I needed those trials and tribulations to be who I am today. So every now and then, I try to catch myself and not lose my temper because Southside Flip likes to come out. He likes to come out sometimes. But we all know, got to keep it legit. I am a business. And when as I say I am a business, I am a business. I am a business entity. I'm not just a character. I'm not out here shucking and jiving. I'm not out here playing games. You come to me for information. You come to me for the real. You come to me to see what's really happening, see how a person really could live. Every DR crib is my friends who built their own crib, bought their own crib, or were renting a crib long term. I don't bring you nothing fugazi. So now we're getting to the second part of my flip side. And thank you, KT, very much. From me to you is nothing but love from one Paradise Life brother to another one. You have no idea how much that conversation meant to me this morning. So in this restaurant biz, there was something that happened at another business, and I will never talk about another business, but there were some issues that happened. Me being me, I defended the business because I said, you guys have no idea how hard it is to run a business in another country, especially here. I know for a fact I make running a business look easy. For you guys that have sat at the bar with me for hours and hours and hours, you see me, hey, you see me doing all the hand signals, the gang signs, talking to the staff, talking to the cooks, talking to the security. You know I'm always on it. I know it looks easy from the outside, but it's hard to run a business in another country. So someone responded to me, and because I was defending that certain business, I say, hey, guys, give them another chance. If it happens again, then yes. But some people don't realize how hard this really, really is. And I'm just a hands-on perfectionist. Everything I got to do is I got to be perfect. My OCD won't allow me to not have things a certain way. And sometimes when I talk, it may sound arrogant, but I'm just being forceful in my words to let you know that someone asked me, hey, what happens if some food, something's down there, dirt on the floor, this and that? I go, it's impossible. He said, how? I said, because my OCD won't let me think there's dirt on the floor. And if I happen to see something, they're going to clean it twice as much. So they clean it good the first time because they know how my staff knows my OCD and how crazy I get. So one of my peoples hit me back in the chat, and he said, but Greg, you never used black owned. You never used expat. You only use referrals from the great service and the great food you provide. You never came out here and said, hey, world, look at me. I'm a black business. Come to my business. You never said, hey, world, look at me. I'm an expat. Support my business. What you said is, I got cold beers. I got great wings. Check them out. Check it out for yourself. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. And I had to step back. And I said, yeah, you're right. And then the dude in the same sentence said, well, guess what? You spoiled a lot of people because your service is so great and you're always on top of things and you go above and beyond what you have to do, what you're expected to do. I've had people complain to me and go, don't worry about it. Go, no, it ain't no don't worry about it. I've got to fix it. I've got to make it right. Even if it's the smallest thing. Because if it happens to the next person, I will feel bad. But if I know about it now, I can fix it. So through that conversation, I learned a lesson in dedication. Yes, my dedication to my many businesses is above and beyond. If you knew how I grew up, you would understand. Everybody doesn't understand that. Everybody's not built like that. My hustle is above and beyond. Shout to Murder Mace. We were talking the other day, and he even said, no one can do what you do. A lot of people can't fathom doing what you do. Bo Rakes make jokes about it all the time, but he's seen it. I am the hardest working man around. I challenge you to find someone who works harder than me. I balance so many things every single day. But for me, it's dedication. When you guys need something from me and send me an email and I respond, I'm dedicating myself to you. When you guys come for information and ask me questions, I'm dedicating myself to you. But I feel like crap if I knew something happened to you or you went through a situation where I could have given you information, helped you out. So you see nothing with me is phony, is fake. If I give you my number, which I do to most people when I meet them, and if I say you need something, hit me up. Because that's me. Because I'd rather you contact me at 3 a.m, whether I respond or not, and say, Greg, I need advice. Then I find out 2 days later something happened to you. I've gone through the problems of my significant other saying, who the hell's on your phone? Well, guess what? I got 3 phones, baby. I'm always working. This is what I do. Do I do too much? Yes, I do. But it's a dedication I have to you guys, to my family, to myself. As I said, I'm a perfectionist. I'm never going to be perfect, but I'm a perfectionist. I work hard every single day, whether you see me or not, to make sure that everything is going up. I am a business. I am a brand. Flip Flop is a brand. Paradise Life is a brand. The Chicken Shack will be a brand this week. So as I close out, and I'm going to run to these comments real quick, I say that to say this. In my dedication, it is not lost that each of you support me in everything I do. It is not lost that you guys made this channel. You guys made the Chicken Shack. It's not lost on me. It's not lost on me that as you come for information, some of you don't want to pay for a consultation, so you'll buy a shirt. That's not lost on me. I appreciate it either way. I'm not that person that's going to say, you got to pay me for every word. If you want a consultation, yes, we'll sit down. We'll work that. We'll set up a schedule just for you for a private consultation, and you'll pay for that. But if we're having small talk for a little bit of info and you feel, hey, Greg, let me buy you a drink, let me buy a shirt, it's still the same type of love. I appreciate it. I'm never going to say it's not enough. I gave you this information. It's not enough. That's not me. It's not in my character. So before I get to these comments, I said all that to say this. You have nothing but my admiration and my respect and my love and appreciation to each and every one of you, whether you're subscribed or not, whether you come to the restaurant or not. Every time someone comes and said it's their first time and they came to talk to me, I appreciate it. Don't ever think I don't. Now I'm gonna read these last. If you guys got some questions, hit me up. Let me get to these last couple comments. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna jump in those comments. I don't know where my what's the name is at. Sorry. All right, let me get to these comments, y'all. Sorry. I think we had 19 comments. Let me read them. I'm gonna take my time to read all these comments. No, that is New Dean. That's my man, New Dean. La Chiva, what's good? Oh, you gonna be in Rio 4th of July, man. I ain't playing with you. I'm coming, man. I'm going to Rio. Don't worry about it. Felicia Jordan, better late than never. Glad you're here. Alvin Lewis, if you got DJ equipment, pull up. But I'm telling you right now, these boats are getting packed. I got 20 spots. When it's done, it's done. This is not Halloween where I got so many boats. I got 2. That's it. Black Mama, stay tuned for that. Might have a pool party too, but stay tuned for that. All right, Al, I'll see you then. Expat Lifestyle, what would you do if your girl comes home with red spank marks? She know better. She better she better off staying in the cabana. Tavares, you saw that? I didn't mean to do that. No. This is Wednesday Night Raw. Things just start happening here. Tough guys don't dance, but I like to dance. Marta Traveler, what up? You already know, New Dean, it's going to be crazy. Oh, I think what time is? Oh, I'm a little, okay, I'm not that far behind. Miguel, appreciate you, baby. Reggie BX, appreciate you, brother. Dirty Workers, appreciate you, brother. Yvonne, what's good, baby? Gil, what's good? CC in the building, Chef CC. I'm sorry, CC, I didn't see that comment. I hope you're still here. Shout out to you, Chef CC. Gil, I appreciate that. Much appreciated. Derek, what up? 29. I still got the $39.95 consultation. I still have it. I don't think you need it, but certain people need it. My Cash App, I'll post my Cash App one more time before we go. I'm not going to leave here yet. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to read the comments. I promise you guys I'll read the comments. And I'm going to post the email so I get the first 25 people on who's that? Okay. On my Paradise Life Forum. Soft opening tonight, tomorrow. We will be open for everybody, ladies, men, all you guys, starting next week. But I'm going to take the first 25 people tonight. Shout out to Check in Effect. I hit you up earlier. J-Rod was good. I'm having internet issues. I'm sorry. I thought it was good. Mark Brown, appreciate you, baby. Pinnacle, I'm going to send you the form. Don't worry about that. Rick Rowe, we got the lemon pepper, baby. Shout out to Jake. Got me dumb lemon pepper. Shout out to him for that. So you guys, any questions before I go? I got time. So you guys got any questions, hit me up right now. And I will, before I put the email up. Once I put the email up, I'm going to end the live. If you guys got any questions, hit it up right now so I can, I'm going to give you guys another 10 minutes. So any questions, hit me up right now. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. We only got 92 likes. I've had 130 in the chat. Hit that like. And to them 6 dislikes, put it in your butt. Oh, CC, you got to hit me up. Got to hit me up, CC. Shout out to Kenny watching the live. My homie Kenny, shout out to him. Shout out to Aaron, Black Man Travels, late. Any questions? I answered it right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna post the email right now. Give me a second. Type it in right here in front of you guys. 25. And for the Paradise Life Forum, the first part would I have a website coming as well. We put it on Discord. So if you guys know what Discord is, you can go to your PC or the Discord app. If I send you the link, don't worry about it. You can check it out on the app and the PC. But if you don't make the first 25, don't worry about it. We will be going live for everybody to join next week. I just want to do a soft opening to get the little kinks out and bugs out, get you guys in. There will be a paid section for certain people. Everything else is open to everyone. And we'll have some networking things going on, events and the whatnot. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. The Paradise Life Memorial Weekend Boat Party has been moved to Saturday, the 29th. After party at 39th Street on the beach, Milton spot number 39. There'll also be a party on the 30th, but that will not be what I'm doing. And the after party will also be on 39th Street on the beach. Okay, what up, everybody? Rick Rowe, what do I like better? DR all day. Okay, thank you, Philly. I thought it was me. Oh, yeah, I got them great mojitos, man. Them great mojitos. Got them great mojitos. I'm going to put that email in there. I'll take the next 2 questions. Anybody in here? Make sure you guys hit that like button. Shout out to you, James Van. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Shout out to you guys. If you want to be a member of the channel, hit the join button. The membership done slowed up. I'm making another video of the membership pickup. If you want to support the channel on a monthly basis, whatever, hit the join button on the page. I'm going to put this first 25 to email me will be given the link to join up to the site. Now, if you do not make it, do not worry about it. I'm opening it up to everybody next week, and I'm going to put the link for everybody to join next week. So don't worry about it. If you missed the first 25, no big deal. You'll be able to get on there next week. Okay? Just a soft opening to get some content up there, to get people interacting, and then we're going to open it for the world. Southside Jamaica, Teacher B, appreciate that. Black Mamba, you already know. Mac, I can't copy Margarita's Pizza, man. I wouldn't even play myself. I'm from Southside. I gotta respect Margarita's Pizza. I gotta put some respect on Margarita Pizza name. Shout out to you, Mac. I can't mess with Margarita Pizza. Shout out to you and Black Mamba. I'll see you guys soon. Listen, guys, I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. I do got a video coming up, I think in 2 days, whenever they do this curfew thing. Don't listen to the rumors you hear. I'll let you guys know what the real is. Stay tuned for that. And I got a dope video after that. I'm already putting together right now, which I'm so excited about because it's going to be a little bit different type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Also, my documentary is almost done. Shout to Pinnacle. Actually doing a dope documentary, give you more insight into my life, who I am, what I go through on a daily basis. It may not make YouTube right away. It may go to another avenue first, but some people interested in how I live, so we're going to do a documentary. Pinnacle Pizza. Pinnacle, I told you, get up out of here with that. Yeah, Eddie, make it happen. You already know. That's how my boy Eddie. But appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Go on my let me post my Instagram one more time. One more time for you guys that are late to the live. One more again. Post my Instagram because I'm going on my Instagram and I'm going to post the flyer again as well as the Paradise Life Instagram, which all you guys should be following me, should be following Paradise Life Instagram so you guys can stay up to date with what's going on. All right, so I'm going to post that, and I'm going to get out of here. And it will be in the pinned comment section, guys. I'll put everything in the pinned comment section. Listen, from me to you, much love. I appreciate all y'all. See y'all soon.